uh, now when you actually look at the current context, the things are really changing very faster, and the technology is changing. The current skill sets, whatever we are trying to acquire, is becoming obsolete is going to become obsolete in next probably 5 years or 10 years. But what is one skill which is not going to be obsolete, or it's going to be stay for so long, is the coaching, right? And one of the biggest skill set everybody, the first line managers or second line managers wanted to acquire, or even they need to master, because it has become a demand, is the coaching skill. So from that aspect, I know for a fact that I'm also alumni of Middle Earth Consultancy and coached by you, right, as a executive, certified executive and life coach, right? So most of them are not really aware of what is life coaching. They're really confused about coaching and giving feedback, right? So they think that I've given a feedback, and that becomes, they say that I've coached him, right? So I want you to give us a clarity on what is coaching.
See, I think there are a few things which are critical to understand in coaching. But let me start from the genesis of the word, because when we understand how this word evolved, it will give you some sense. See, there used to be a Hungarian village called Koch, K-O-C-H, Koch. And carriages used to be made there, the very fancy looking carriages.
Okay.
So people called those carriages coach carriages, or slowly that word became coach. So coach is just a carriage. Technically, the word means a carriage, and that's how the word evolved. And it's very interesting, because when you say carriage, how do you take person from point A to point B? A carriage takes a person from location A to location B. So if you think of it logically, a coach is someone who takes people from point A to point B, right? And that is the absolute essence of coaching. Later on, that word started coming in Oxford for tutors. So people started joking that the tutor is like a coach. And in 1830, the word evolved slowly to what it means, that a coach, and then athletic coaches actually made it very popular. So that's the evolution of the word. But the essence of the meaning remains the same. Can you take a person from point A to point B? Right? That is what a coach does. And I think the significance of a coach is far, far more than what you call manager, etc., etc. Like even the people who directly report to me in the office, typically in some organizations we use the word, we are like a family, etc. I tell them always, we are not a family. Let's make it very clear, we are not a family. Okay? We are a team, and I'm the coach of the team. So your job is to produce effective work. My job is to help you become better and improve your skills to an extent that at some point of time you might have to leave the team. Improve where there's no more space for you to grow within the team, and it's to help you grow to the next level. Correct? So coach in essence is somebody, and if a manager is a coach, let me assure you, it's the most important skill for a manager. There's nothing more important than if a manager can be a coach.
Okay.
I'll tell you personally from my experience, I have people, my team, I have about 4 or 5 people reporting into me. Average they have worked with me, directly worked with me, is about, I think about 5.5 years. That means nobody has left me for 5.5 years. On an average. I mean,
that's a big number.
Least experienced person who has been with me has been with me for 3.5 years. And the most person who's worked with me the longest is worked with me for 13 years directly. So why is somebody not leaving me? It's not because I don't think I'm like, I'm not I can't say I'm the friendliest of people. I can't say I am the most, soft-spoken and sweet person to whom not. But I genuinely believe in coaching, and my job every day is to try to see if I can make my people better than what they were the previous day. Now, when a coach works, he doesn't work only at the functional level. The misnomer is that, a coach works at a functional level, a mentor works at this level, a counselor. Actually, a coach is all defining. He can be all things. He can be a mentor, he can be a counselor, he can be a coach. Because if I have to improve you, let's say, GB, I'm working with you, right, as a coach. Now, sometimes the problem may be that you lack certain skills. Okay, so I must help you, give you a development plan and help you develop the skills. Fair enough. But it's not only skills, right? Sometimes the problem for you is you get too emotional, let's say. Or there are some of my people I work with and I've coached my team, somebody is too emotional, let's say. So maybe this person is professionally very good but gets upset very easily. Then I have to work with them on their mindset of why are they getting upset. Let's say somebody else has a behavior challenge. Maybe, they are sometimes late or, they have some behavior issue. I have to work on that. That's where feedback becomes important. So giving feedback and supporting their changes in behavior, supporting the emotional intelligence of these people, and working with them on their mindset, their goal vision. Everything is part of my job. So you have attended a life coaching session, so you know that you're a certified life coach. Cannot work only on the functional areas. He has to work on the functional areas, but he has to also work on the behavior parts of it, the goal visioning part of it, setting up the motivation to achieve their goals, motivating them towards to go in a particular direction. Everything has to happen by the coach.